Hello guys, this is Miguel Olvera and today is day 29 of the 90-day challenge for the law of attraction, and today we're going to talk about what I call little life and how habits or conditioning of your subconscious mind it's created. So we have some illustrations here and I want to intend to transfer this information to you. So let's get started. Hello guys, this is Miguel Olvera again, and today is day 29 of the 90-day challenge for the law of attraction. And what I'm trying to illustrate here is how we learn from babies how our mental conditioning comes into being. Yes, we all have a certain conditioning in our mind that actually puts a filter in terms of how we work, how we interact with others, and how we react to things. As I talked about in the previous video yesterday, we have a guard. The guard being reason. When this guard is not paying attention or is asleep, we go into autopilot, and then our habits is what controls this body, and that's what we do. And once we go into autopilot, that's how we interact with others without even thinking. And as I mentioned yesterday, if somebody says something or somebody does something to you, you don't even reason, you just react, and then you do certain things that sometimes later you regret. So right now I'm trying to illustrate and share with you how we gain this conditioning. Also yesterday I talked about, I wanted to grab this. Also, I wanted to talk about, or yesterday we talked about a baby, how a baby born in the United States and is taken to China or anywhere in the world, and that baby has no idea of the English language or the culture here, or vice versa, the baby from China can be brought here to the United States and that baby will never know about Chinese, the language, or their culture. So we are product of our environment, 100%, no doubt about it. Even genetics are not as important as environment. And this is exactly what I'm trying to illustrate here with the stick person. Well, you see that it's almost half of it. Well, actually half of it is gone. And why is it gone? Because this baby that I'm about to introduce you to, okay, has all the intellectual factors with them. The problem is they're not yet developed. So that's why the top half of your mind, the conscious mind, is not there. The subconscious, as I said, is always there. It never sleeps. It's always there. But the conscious mind, little by little, you develop it, and little by little, you create this guard and lets whatever in or out of this conscious mind. So let's get started. Let's say that this person's name is Rebecca. And again, I'm just trying to illustrate this and how Rebecca is going to start getting information on her subconscious mind, and how little by little this person is going to start to create an image of herself as you know, the parents and other people actually start giving it to them. So let's imagine that we have this baby, okay? And how the baby learns how to eat. Well, first you give them a bottle and they eat of a bottle. But when they grow a little more, they actually start eating from a spoon. Have you ever seen that scene where mom is trying to feed the baby and how messy they get in terms of, getting food all over them, on their face, on their clothes and everything? Is because what mom or whoever's feeding this baby is trying to teach something to the baby in terms of how to eat out of the spoon. So just imagine this: the mom or the dad, the person who's trying to feed this baby, is going, "Come on, Rebecca, open wide. I'm going to give you this food." and the baby doesn't recognize anything. The baby's just crying for the food, getting really upset because the baby's hungry, but it doesn't yet recognize that the food is on the spoon, and all it has to do is open her mouth and just put the food in there. So mom is going, or dad's going, open wide, come on, you can do it, ah. So the baby still doesn't recognize and gets food all over her. But eventually, after all these attempts, Rebecca finally opens her mouth, and in goes the spoon, and then the food is in her mouth, and then she eats it. So little by little, as mom or dad is feeding this baby, this little information goes into her mind and creates what we call an image or a recognition. So now she knows that when she's hungry, she cries, because that's what her body usually does. Is that's all we do when we're baby. When we're babies, all we know is just cry. When we're uncomfortable, all we have to do is cry, and somebody will come to our rescue. But little by little, things are getting planted into this baby's subconscious mind. So one could be, learn how to eat out of the spoon. Another thing is, we all have a religion. And again, I don't want to turn this into a religion discussion, but we'll follow a certain religion, okay? For example, I am of a religion that follows God. So, since I was little by, I was being taught about this religion. So, that was planting into my subconscious mind, religion. Another thing, the language. My first language is Spanish. I don't know if you guys can tell. And my second language is English. But my first language, again, was Spanish. So I learned how to speak Spanish. Okay? And then when I grew up, I moved to the United States, I learned the second language, which is English. And so on and so forth. I'm pretty sure you guys have your own different things. So little by little, other people, television, radio, everything, little by little, the outside world, it starts putting things into this baby's mind. Little by little, all this information starts going into this baby's mind. Name it the language, name it customs, name it whatever you want to name it. Little by little, all these things start going into this baby's mind until it gets to a point that this baby creates an image of herself. So, in other words, that's how habits also get created. Once you start doing things over and over and over and over again, you create an image in your subconscious mind, and then you don't have to think about it anymore, you just do them. For example, I drive to work, obviously, back and forth every day, 5 days a week, 52 weeks of the year, etc. So I know my way to work. So definitely, I have an image in my subconscious mind on how to get to work. Sometimes I find myself either going to work or coming back from work, not knowing how I got here because my mind was someplace else. I was thinking about issues that I have at home, or I was thinking about issues I have at work. I was thinking about the kids, the wife, birthdays, etc. So my mind was totally someplace else. My reasoning mind was someplace else. My subconscious mind was driving the car. My subconscious mind was driving me here. Do you remember when you first started driving? You were like all over the place, like I mentioned before. You were like not, having control of the steering wheel or the pedals with the clutch and the gas. Yeah, after a while of you doing it over and over and over, it became part of your subconscious mind. Now you can actually drive the car with one hand, with the other hand on the telephone, or maybe putting up makeup. You guys get it? Little by little, you start creating a habit. I said yesterday, when you get up in the morning, what do? You get in the shower, you brush your teeth, you eat breakfast. So everything gets in here as a habit. Everything gets into your subconscious mind and you just go into autopilot. You don't have to think about it and you just start doing things automatically. Hopefully you guys got the point and what I was trying to illustrate here. So tomorrow we're going to talk about how, okay, once this box or this image of yourself it's there, how can you change it? Okay, because certain things that you have in your subconscious mind are creating certain actions in your body that you really don't want. For example, if you want to start a job or start a new business or start something or do something, your subconscious mind is stopping you because it's already a bad habit or something keeping you from obtaining it, and you're not able to take action, the proper action, to be able to achieve whatever you want. Remember, once it's here, the body is just an instrument of this mind. Once it's here, the body just takes instructions from the subconscious mind and does it. That's what I'm talking about, going into autopilot. Once this thought it's moving to here, it just does it, it creates an action. Alright guys, so today was day 29 of the Law of Attraction 90-day challenge. Can't believe it, we're almost 1/3 into it. But if you have any friends, any relatives, or anybody who will benefit from this, please let them know what we're doing. Okay? Share it with them. They probably can benefit greatly by learning all these things. Make sure you comment below, you like, follow, and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notifications so you are able to know when I'm posting the next video, which will be tomorrow. Okay? And I want to thank you guys for being with me for the last 29 days. It's been a journey. I've been learning a lot, and I hope that you have been learning too. I'm trying to pour everything that I have in here and in here in my heart into these videos. So hopefully you're getting some benefit out of it. Thank you very much for spending the time today with me. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.